Looking to make money online? Well, how would you like a work from home job where you can sit in your pajamas, make $10 to $19 an hour simply chatting with people online? Hey, it's Leah Ray from toddandleahray.com, and in this video, I'm going to give you 4 different websites that will allow you to work from home. These are solid work from home jobs that you can make $10 to $19 an hour with in your pajamas. So I'm going to give you all of that in this video. Now, these are all active income streams. You do the work, you get paid. That's active income. Now, if you're also interested in passive income, where you can do the work once and can continue to get paid for it over and over again, then make sure that you click the link at the top of the description to get some training on how to do that, how to set that up, how to get from 0 to 6 figures and 6 figures and beyond. Now, the first website we're going to look at is called Support.com. Support.com. And on this website, you're essentially becoming tech support. You're the chat support, the tech support for their company. And they're a company that offers this service to other companies. So when companies have tech issues or they don't want to run their own help desk, they actually use Support.com to do that for them. And they hire people to work from home to work their call centers. Now, this is their main website. To get to the job side, go ahead and click the careers tab on top. Now, when you're here, you'll actually see they offer some really great benefits with their opportunities that they offer through their company. They're hiring both corporate opportunities and jobs where you're able to work from home as well. Now, with Support.com, all you have to do, search openings here. It's going to open up their site. You can actually search for what's available for work from home. So on the left-hand side here, you're going to click this little filter for the work from home jobs. This changes all the time. So on the left here, you want to filter for work from home jobs. And here is everything that they offer. So if you click just on their regular technical customer service professional, you can see, I mean, obviously they're really hiring everywhere. It's a remote position, which is nice. Now for this role in particular, and you can go to their website and look at other things that they have for remote positions as well, but these are the requirements. Obviously, you've got to have your own setup, your own hardware, your computer, good internet, all of that kind of stuff that you need to actually work from home. They're going to provide great training to help you answering calls and greeting their customers and working with them with whatever they need to do. And you're basically becoming a customer solution advocate. So just helping them figure out what's going on and help them solve their problems. So for requirements for skills, obviously you're going to have to be able to communicate well, orally and also in written form. You're going to have to be able to type, multitask, and really handle, if you've ever worked a help desk before, this is the basic work, right? You're going to be helping people. You got to be able to deal with that. Now there's 3 more sites to go through, but I'm going to actually show you some reviews on each of them to really help you prioritize which ones you want to spend your time looking at and applying for or not based on what the reviews are saying. So Supports.com, if you know that you like working at help desk, this could be a great opportunity for you. They don't have great reviews though. If you look over at Indeed.com, the reviews, 2.8 out of 5 stars. Really, they say it's a great company to work for. They got flexible scheduling. You do see some complaints about management and also that it's kind of boring, right? If you don't like help desk work, this might not be the best option for you. Now, number 2, Apple. Apple.com actually hires a lot of people to work remotely, just being their chat support for their websites, to be the first person that comes in contact and helps customers with whatever they've got going on. Now, I'll have all these websites in the description, so you can click to open up the description and just go from there, so you don't have to search for these different things. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom of their page and head over to job opportunities, this is where you can learn more about what it's like to work for Apple. Honestly, I've heard it's amazing, so if you want to work from home, this might be a really good one to check out. Now, if you're specifically looking to work from home, you want to search for that. So up in the search bar, just type in at home and look at all this stuff. At home advisor. So we're going to say at home advisor. And if you speak a different language, that seems to be a very good plus for their company as well. More than English, I should say. So if you're German speaking, that's great. Here's an actual English one here for supporting Australia. Interestingly, it doesn't actually say you have to be in Australia. You just have to work Australian hours. So if you like their hours and they work for you on your life, this might be a good option, even if you're in the States or the UK or somewhere else. So with this job, you're going to be working with customers, helping them troubleshoot any hardware or software issues. If you're techie, this could be a great thing for you. If you're an Apple person, obviously you have to be an Apple person for this kind of job. Todd doesn't like anything Apple in our household. We're Android and PC based here, so this would not work for us. But if you're an Apple person, you love Apple, this could be a great opportunity. In order to be successful with this or any of the jobs, you're going to have to be disciplined enough to work from home, where you're actually logging in on time and you're staying on task and getting work done. Whether it's a job or whether it's a business that you're working online, you have to be consistent and actually be reliable in what you're doing if you expect to make any money with it. Like with most of these, they do have a typing qualification, so 35 words per minute, which is actually pretty slow. So you don't have to be a great typist, you just have to be able to type basically in order to work with them. I've heard a rumor that they actually provide a MacBook, which I can't verify or deny, but something to think about or ask about if you end up going down this route. Now, you do have to have great internet service and the full setup so that you can actually work from home. And what's nice is that this also comes with benefits. This is a full job. So you can get employee discounts, you get stock plan, time off, different things like that. So this is a real job working for Apple. If you decide it's something you want to go for, go ahead, click this button to submit your resume. Now, Apple is a huge company, so you've got the benefit of actually a ton of reviews from people who've worked for Apple. So on Indeed.com, where they review all this stuff, they've got a 4.2 stars out of 5, which is actually really good, out of 7,000 reviews. So that's a ton of reviews and a great rating. So if somebody has a great rating but they've only had a handful of reviews, it doesn't quite mean as much. When you've got a lot of reviews like this and you still have a great rating, that means something. Best job ever. Great experience, benefits and pay were amazing for a part-time job. So before you decide to apply with Apple, you may want to read through some of these reviews to get an idea of what are some great things people are saying and what are some common themes on maybe some things they don't like as much, so you know what kind of questions to ask during your interview process and if it's somewhere that you actually want to work. Now, the third site is called The Chat Shop. It's really just being the person who's chatting with folks on websites, helping them with whatever they need. So to check out what their jobs actually look like, click over on this career tab up on top, a little difficult to see. So if you have other skills in sales or copywriting, you can check those up. But what we're talking about here today are the live chat jobs where they hire people remotely to be their chat support. So to work for them as a chat support person, you're gonna have to go through a little demo actually using their chat. Let's look at the skills required. They actually want a native level English speaking person. So that doesn't actually mean native, but that you're essentially like a native speaker. You speak English very well. You need to be able to structure your sentences well and use proper grammar. You're communicating with someone who may be having difficulties or is stressed or has a question, that sort of thing. And so you want to be able to effectively communicate whatever you need to communicate so that they can get their problem solved and that they're happy about their experience. You're going to have to be able to multitask in case there's multiple chats going on at once. You can handle that. With this, you want to be able to work 20 to 40 hours a week if this is somewhere that you want to work. They also require you to be able to type, which obviously would be important if you're actually a chat person. Your job is to type into a chat box, so you should be able to type. So they say at least 65 words per minute, and they have a hyperlink here so you can actually test what your skill level is. Now let's look at some reviews to see what other people who've already worked with them are saying. Now they have a 4.1 stars out of 5, which is actually really good. 75 reviews, so a decent number of reviews. Now when you look at some of the pros people are listing, obviously being able to work from home. Who doesn't love that? Being able to work in your pajamas with your hair a mess, no makeup, no commute. There's a great benefit to that. They're always looking to improve what they're doing, which is also great to hear about a company. There are no benefits if you're hired in the independent contractor role. And that's basically the same across the whole entire industry. If you're ever hired as an independent contractor, you're just paid money. You get no benefits with that. So something to understand if that's the type of position that they offer you. This is a great one to come across right away. Literally the best job I've ever had. That's a really good sign. Now this is a really well-written review and there's more of them. So if you're thinking about applying for the chat shop, definitely read through them and again, get a feel. What are the positives that they're saying and what are some of the negatives that you see as a common thread so you know what kind of questions to ask and to determine if it's going to be a good fit for you. And finally, number 5, site staff. Now site staff is very similar to the chat shop. You are being the chat person, the person who is live on the other end of the chat messages. Now from their main website, if you scroll down, you actually have an option for careers. Click on that to see what they offer. Now they say they're always accepting applications to be part of their amazing team, which is good. They're currently hiring sales associates and chat hosts. So today we're focusing on the chat host, but if you do have some sales experience, you might want to check that out as well. If you click on the qualifications, it's going to open up and give us some more information on this specific job. Now, as chat hosts, you're engaging with visitors to websites, conveying empathy and generating powerful chat. So you're just going to help them. You're going to help them with whatever they're messaging the website about. Common thread here, again, you're going to need to be able to type 65 to 75 words per minute with good punctuation, grammar, and spelling. You need to be able to multitask because you can often carry on 3 to 4 conversations and chats at the same time. Self-discipline, again, whether it's a stay-at-home job or an online business, you got to be disciplined to actually do the work. If you're not going to do the work, this isn't going to go well and it's not going to last very long. Now, if you are bilingual, make sure to let them know that because that is a definite benefit. If you've had any experience with customer service in the past, make sure to let them know as that's going to give you a leg up in the competition. And if you do happen to be in the Denver area and you would prefer to work in the office, just let them know as you apply for the position. Now, site staff doesn't have a a ton of reviews. They only had a handful on Indeed and a handful on Glassdoor, so not a lot of information out there, so there is that disclaimer. But there are 3, and they have a 4.3 stars out of 5 for those 3 reviews, which is a good sign. First review, everything it's cracked up to be and more. Flexible schedule, great leadership team, first-rate live chat services for customers, and long-tenured staff. So that's a great thing to hear about a company. Now go ahead, read the reviews, and decide if it's going to be a good fit for you before you go through the process. Now, the ability to work from home is liberating for a lot of people. Not having to drive, do the full commute, being able to just sit at a computer, get the work done, not worry about what you look like or anything like that. It's a great opportunity for a lot of people. So these 4 websites, you definitely want to check them out. If you like customer service type stuff, then these can be great opportunities for you. But for those of you who are actually looking to create more of a passive income where the money keeps flowing in whether you're working or not, click the link at the top of the description so you can get access to our training to teach you how to do that. Now, please know that here on this channel, we are all about helping you create time freedom for you and your families, the time freedom that you deserve. So if you're new to the channel, well, say hi so we can welcome you to the community, but make sure to subscribe so that we can help you do just that. We are here for you and we are rooting for you. Once again, this is Leah Rae from ToddandLeahRae.com. Head over to the next video that should be right up above my head here, and I'll see you soon.